We often view anxiety as a weakness, a negative emotion to suppress or eliminate. We try to ignore it, push it down, or make it go away. But what if anxiety is not our enemy? What if anxiety is a messenger? It might be trying to tell us something important. It's time to listen. Imagine your anxiety as a smoke detector. When it goes off, you don't ignore it. You pay attention. Anxiety can signal unmet needs. It might be telling you to prioritize rest, set boundaries, or seek support. Perhaps there's a situation requiring your attention. Are you avoiding a difficult conversation or decision? Anxiety can be a catalyst for change. It can motivate us to make positive shifts in our lives. Anxiety has been essential for human survival. From the dawn of humanity, our ancestors relied on this powerful emotion to navigate a world filled with threats and uncertainties. Imagine living in a time where every rustle in the bushes could signal a predator, and every shadow might hide a danger. Anxiety was not just a feeling, it was a crucial survival mechanism. Imagine our ancestors facing danger in the wild. The dense forests, the dark caves, and the open plains were all filled with potential threats. Whether it was a lurking predator or a rival human tribe, the ability to sense danger and react quickly was vital. Anxiety triggered a heightened state of awareness, making them more alert and ready to respond to any threat. Their anxiety heightened their senses, preparing them to fight or flee. This fight or flight response was a direct result of anxiety, flooding their bodies with adrenaline and other stress hormones. These chemicals sharpened their senses, quickened their reflexes, and prepared their muscles for rapid action. It was a life-saving reaction that ensured they could either confront the danger head-on or escape to safety. This stress response kept them safe. By being constantly on alert, early humans could avoid many dangers and increase their chances of survival. They developed tools and strategies to protect themselves, all driven by the underlying anxiety that kept them vigilant. This evolutionary trait was passed down through generations, becoming an integral part of the human experience. While we no longer face the same threats, our brains and bodies still react similarly to stress. The modern world presents different challenges, but our physiological responses remain rooted in our ancient past. Deadlines, presentations, and social situations can trigger the same anxiety responses that once helped our ancestors survive. Our bodies still release stress hormones, preparing us to tackle these modern-day challenges. Today, our dangers are often deadlines, presentations, or social situations. These scenarios can evoke strong feelings of anxiety, making our hearts race and our palms sweat. Yet this anxiety can also be a powerful motivator. It pushes us to prepare thoroughly, to stay focused, and to perform at our best. In many ways, the anxiety that once helped us survive in the wild now helps us succeed in the modern world. Anxiety can still serve us by increasing our focus and performance when we need it most. It sharpens our minds, enhances our concentration, and drives us to achieve our goals. By understanding and harnessing this ancient response, we can turn anxiety into a powerful ally in our daily lives. So while the sources of our anxiety may have changed, its role in our lives remains as crucial as ever. When we perceive a threat, our bodies release hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. These hormones are part of our body's natural alarm system, preparing us to either confront the danger head-on or escape from it as quickly as possible. This reaction is deeply rooted in our evolutionary history, where quick responses to threats were crucial for survival. The release of adrenaline and cortisol sets off a series of physiological changes that prime our body for action. This triggers a cascade of physical changes. Heart rate increases, breathing becomes rapid, muscles tense. These changes are collectively known as the fight or flight response. The heart pumps more blood to vital organs and muscles, ensuring they have the oxygen and energy needed to respond to the threat. Rapid breathing helps to increase oxygen intake, while tensed muscles prepare the body for quick movements. This state of heightened alertness is incredibly useful in dangerous situations. This fight or flight response is designed to help us cope with danger. In the wild, animals rely on this response to evade predators or capture prey. Similarly, humans have used this response throughout history to survive in hostile environments. Whether it's running away from a threat or standing our ground to defend ourselves, The fight-or-flight response equips us with the necessary tools to handle immediate danger effectively. However, in modern life, this response can be triggered too easily and too often. Everyday stresses such as work deadlines, traffic jams, and financial worries can activate the same fight-or-flight response that was originally meant for life-threatening situations. This constant state of alertness can be exhausting and overwhelming, leading to chronic stress. Unlike the short bursts of stress experienced in the wild, modern stresses are often prolonged and persistent. Chronic stress can have negative impacts on our physical and mental health. Prolonged exposure to stress hormones like cortisol can lead to a range of health issues, including high blood pressure, weakened immune system, and increased risk of heart disease. Mentally, chronic stress can contribute to anxiety, depression, and other mental health disorders. It's important to recognize the signs of chronic stress and take steps to manage it effectively. Understanding the science behind anxiety helps us manage it more effectively. By learning about the body's stress response and how it affects us, we can develop strategies to cope with stress in healthier ways. Techniques such as mindfulness, exercise, and therapy can help to reduce the impact of chronic stress on our lives. Knowledge empowers us to take control of our mental and physical well-being, leading to a healthier, more balanced life. From fear to focus, shifting your perspective. It's a journey that begins with understanding the root of your anxiety. Often we find ourselves trapped in a cycle of fear and worry, unable to break free. But what if we could change our approach? What if we could transform our fear into a source of strength and clarity? Anxiety is often fueled by fear and worry. These emotions can be overwhelming, making it difficult to see a way out. We might find ourselves biting our nails, pacing back and forth, or feeling a constant sense of dread. It's important to recognize these signs and understand that they are a natural response to stress. We get caught in a loop of what-if thinking. What if I fail? What if things don't go as planned? This kind of thinking can paralyze us, preventing us from taking action. It's like being stuck in quicksand. The more we struggle, the deeper we sink. But there's a way to break free from this cycle. Instead of fighting anxiety, try shifting your perspective. Acknowledge your anxiety. Take a moment to breathe deeply and center yourself. Write down your thoughts in a journal, allowing yourself to process your emotions. By doing this, you create a space where you can observe your anxiety without being consumed by it. Say to yourself, I feel anxious, and that's okay. It's a simple yet powerful affirmation that can help you accept your feelings without judgment. Look into the mirror and speak kindly to yourself. Remind yourself that it's okay to feel anxious and that you have the strength to overcome it. Focus on what you can control. Make a list of tasks that you can manage, no matter how small they may seem. Checking off items from your list can give you a sense of accomplishment and help you regain control over your life. It's about taking one step at a time and celebrating each small victory. Break down overwhelming tasks into smaller, manageable steps. Practice self-compassion. Understand that it's okay to take things slow and that progress is progress, no matter the pace. Meditation can be a great tool to help you stay grounded and connected to the present moment. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend. Give yourself a hug, smile at your reflection, and speak words of encouragement. Remember, shifting your perspective is a continuous process. Be patient with yourself and embrace the journey with an open heart. Mindfulness helps us become aware of our thoughts and feelings without judgment. When anxiety arises, notice the sensations in your body. What do you feel? Where do you feel it? Focus on your breath. Inhale slowly and deeply. Exhale fully. Engage your senses. Pay attention to the sights, sounds, and smells around you. Mindfulness helps ground us in the present moment, reducing overthinking and worry. Deep, intentional breathing can quickly calm your nervous system. Practice diaphragmatic breathing. Sit or lie down comfortably. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your stomach. Inhale deeply through your nose, feeling your stomach expand. Exhale slowly through your mouth, feeling your stomach contract. Repeat this several times until you feel more relaxed. Anxiety provides a surge of energy. Instead of letting it overwhelm you, channel it productively. Engage in physical activity. Exercise releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects. Focus on a task that requires your attention. Anxiety can enhance focus and productivity. Use the energy to problem solve. What steps can you take to address the source of your anxiety? By channeling anxiety's energy, you regain a sense of control. Anxiety is a natural part of the human experience. We all experience it at different times and intensities. Instead of fearing anxiety, embrace it as an opportunity for growth. By facing our anxieties, we build resilience and develop coping mechanisms. Each experience with anxiety offers valuable lessons about ourselves and our capacity to overcome challenges. Remember, you are not alone. Seeking support from others can provide comfort and guidance.